better tape those knees up. It's going to be a long night.
As we Yeti Inner Circle.
Floor, better tape those knees up. It's going to be a long night.
As we got to hear from Hutch there, we had Bob Leary on the microphone. The Yetis started not so great at the Battle of the Barge, going 0-2 to start the season, looking to redeem themselves in the season opener against rival Salt City Eels. The Yeti bringing some new pieces, and you cannot argue with the results.
Oh!
Nice shot.
Chris Ryan.
Yetis got off to a quick 3-goal lead with a goal from Sikosi, Wheeler, and Chris Ryan. Nice to see the two veterans getting in with the new additions, and the team merged really well. And then this is the Eels' first goal of the game.
Old McDonald? That guy? The guy has the farm?
No, I might be wrong. We got a little motion.
Oh, nice look.
New addition, Gail Thorpe wasted no time getting on the scoreboard. Followed up by crafty veteran Neil Paulus. Sitting in traffic, catches this ball, and quick sticks it faster than you can see.
Oh my goodness!
Veteran Jesse DeMays played absolutely amazing. Here's an assist over to newcomer Gail Thorpe with a beautiful bounce shot. Bounce shots will go, kids.
Keeper? Oh! Give him.
It's a goal.
Newcomer Justin Warner showing how comfortable he is in front of the net, burying another
Oh my God! It's
goal
too
from
pretty.
out front.
Give up.
Eels veteran Anthony Irizarry with a beautiful bounce shot from out top gets the Eels back on the board at 7-2. Followed up by Neil Paulus again out front, not getting picked up in traffic. Makes a couple of moves this time and buries it. Not much you can expect the goalie to do. So the Yeti are off to it. 8-2 in them red shoes. We know Bob loves them.
Hard. Oh! Wow.
Eels goalie still played good despite what the score looked like. They had a lot of shots. The Yeti team was on fire.
My goodness. To a wide open Snow. Oh, and he sneaks it in. I put myself in Emmy.
Al Snow making his return to the Yeti felt.
Zary with the bounce pass.
Yeti definitely had a good performance from goalie Patty Crosby. He was shutting down the Eels.
And this.
Have you seen this replay board? It's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable.
Ryan
The
Wheeler
Utica
back on the
University
board
Next
again for the
Center
Yetis.
is
Look at
rocking
that. Play the
tonight.
lane. Oh, that's
Perfect.
If you're wet, you want.
Here's Crosby saving the dunk attempt. Here we got another example. The Yetis just knocking the ball down. Played amazing defense, but you can't stop everything. Great shot and a goal by the Eels.
I don't think Pepe Le Pew cartoons would make it in 2023, but you never know.
And here you see former Eel Jeff Geddes letting them know. Boom. I play for the Yeti now. Turns out Bob still can't pronounce Irizarry.
Zary.
Oh, and he buries it one.
And he's on the face-off. It's Gonzo.
Oh, good dish. Good dish.
Gonzola on the face-off. He looks fast in those shoes. Those shoes make him fast.
And, I mean, it was a hard-fought physical game. You see the defense here. The Eels did smacking him down. Gets a little carried away there, but this was not a good hit. They gave him a 5-minute. The league's really trying to crack down on that. They didn't give him a game. They're saying it wasn't, that horrific.
That was a sweet feed.
Oh, what a ride.
Trying to get another turkey joint. Oh, he's kind of in the crease.
And here you see the Yeti playing great defense.
Nice play by
Uncle Chuck gets up there, grabs the ball, comes flying down.
Herkimer guy, by the way.
Rebound comes out. Irizarry flies down. And
Big Chucky tracking him
McDonald
down.
Trying to stop him, and Crosby saves him. Such a long time.
you see the Yeti integrating well. They got some new players out here with some Yeti veterans. Wheeler, one of the new additions. To Thorpe, new addition.
Oh, and he squeezes it near side.
Right there, just count it.
I mean, just count it.
Yeti starting to develop some early chemistry between the veterans and the new players.
You know, he did play high school lacrosse.
I didn't know that. Whoa, great play by the Eels.
You know,
This goal right here brings it 11-4, which might sound like a huge goal differential. It gets erased quick in box
So he
lacrosse.
didn't catch it.
I don't think he was ready for it. He wasn't expecting.
He didn't want to catch it. He wanted it to be a ground ball.
But you never know.
Look at this.
Oh my goodness.
Oh!
We had the angle here. Jesse Ace DeMace.
You know what he does? He's a painter.
He's a painter.
He painted the corner. There you go, and Bladen, another.
My goodness.
That's a turkey joint worthy goal.
And just like that.
Waving the be dry towels. And if you're wet, you want to get dry, be dry.
And that'll be the half. 13 Yeti, 4 Salt City.
And DeMace, the Owego High School All-American.
Lemoyne standout.
Yeah.
Slings it to the middle. We got a nice look.
Swing!
Oh my goodness.
More turkey joints. We're going to need more turkey joints.
What a highlight play by Airplane Stoller.
Is there a slow guy named Wheeler? I feel like if your name's Wheeler, you're not allowed to be slow. Whoa, look at that. Wheels. Wheels.
What an addition he has been to this roster.
Once you find him, look at Gonzalo with those red shoes. He's flying. Oh, no looker by Wheels. And Warner scores it from Neal.
Oh,
Cross-check
we
right
got a sighting.
Whoa.
We've got a sighting. Oh, he's going for the fist pump. He
Yes.
delivers.
Look at that.
Don't mind the goal that's
Yeah,
about
get
to be
up.
scored in the
Yeah,
back.
He's
from
pumping
Wheeler.
him up.
He's trying to start the
He's
wave.
pumping him up. Starting the
that.
way. He's coming up.
He's coming up
He's
here.
coming up.
Oh,
Yeah, woohoo. Let it be known.
Whoa, nice screenshot by 4-7.
It can't be understated how good
Davey
Kraz
not having it.
and the defense played for the Yeti.
Getting worse
It's
at
not
it.
a knock on the Eels offense.
Another
The
save.
defense
It'd
really
be
played
illegal,
great.
but
You see
not
another
anymore.
5-hole
Calgary
save.
excused
There's
it.
Kraz, just,
Oh, my-
and here's another one. Catches it right in the armpit.
My God.
Ah,
Stolen.
Crosby with a 6 save. Yeah. And, great play by the Syracuse dude.
And here comes a monster hit
Or
from
the
Uncle
dude
Chuck,
wearing the Syracuse
bus.
helmet.
Boom, he catches him with the shoulder. The guy turns and looks. It's a buddy pass. You got
bus
to, you really got to
is
be
on
careful when you run
time.
into the ball and you look back like that.
Gets another one.
He wants a piece of.
Things have been, they're getting a little choppy. You guys are getting big hits. I mean, Chuck just hit that guy. You know, this guy runs down the field, start with him. Refs do a good job. They tell everybody,
It's
cool
like
it.
Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath. Whoa, diving.
Beautiful diving attempt from Chris Ryan, but look at that. He just gets chopped in the back of the head in front of the goal.
Man, that was a wicked shot right there.
Give him the business. Give him. Can they maintain?
Oh,
He's
they
got
got a
numbers.
2-on-1.
Got 2-on-1. They push it.
And
Oh, good hustle play. Good
Crosby.
save. Another.
He looks a little young. Whoa. That hurt so good.
Another one. Give him another one. Yeah, that's going to hurt. Feel that one tomorrow.
Little boy George.
Oh, here
Here
comes.
Versace loves boy George.
Oh.
He's going to score. Oh.
Management,
Nora
we
better
can
tape
control
those
what
knees up.
happens,
It's gonna
and
be a-
sometimes our players, that's why we play the game. It's not a proud moment, and I do apologize. It happens. Unfortunate, penalties will be assessed in regards to suspensions. What they are is what they are. I'm not going to argue anything. Thankfully and luckily, we have Blue Squatch Productions with us, and I love that because you want to know what? I can't be more proud of a couple of the manners of some other guys. There wasn't one punch thrown, and I don't want to harp on too much of this because I know that's not what the league is about. That's not at all. What sucks is we had 25 goals, man. 25 insane goals, awesome goals, 6 goals,
Mario
Like a
Lemieux.
peacock.
goals, behind the back goals,
He's gonna
no
fly.
work goals, and on a good, very good goalie.
Nice move, and that'll be a
that's-
goal.
That's how we're going to take it. In regards to, we'll pay our price, we'll pay the piper, and we're going on. We got bigger dreams than what last Friday was. You want to know what? It was over. It's done.
Why we tell those players to wear an athletic jock.
Proud of how it ended. I am proud of how it ended because of the way that our players, that our men were able to go through and still shake hands, and that's what it's about. You're talking about a 30-second stupidity, but you watch. I've never watched game film more than I've ever watched, and very proud of the way 3 people conducted themselves, not one punch thrown. That's how you do it. You scuffle. We cannot lose composure. That's not who we are. That's not what we are. That's not what the league is. The league is not.
McDonald.
Ooh.
Whoa. A
Flashy.
diver. At the end. Oh, look at that sweep. Davis
Oh.
went righty. Whoops. Geddes. He's got a break. It's
Good.
snow.
To the snowplow.
It's snowing. It could be snowing.
Oh, ay.
Grab your coat.
I.
New addition, Jeff Geddes throwing it up to Al Snow. What a nice return
that.
from the
Oh,
veteran.
footsie in the,
Right, there you
footsie
go.
in the hole.
Gonzalez using the red shoes. Uh-oh.
Airplane.
Cherry-picking.
Can't handle it. Ooh,
Nice
and
goal
he
by
does.
4-7.
There was a lot of good lacrosse played. I mean, you see a beautiful goal, nice placement off the leg, but then Sully, that save right there.
Stowe with the
we
breakaway.
did it
What
again.
a great pass that was.
Oh my goodness.
The pass was Getty's,
Get us
right?
again. They've got the connection out there. Woo.
Al Snow, Yeti veteran, making his return to the team felt along with newcomer Jeff Geddes. But the Eels weren't done yet.
Whoa! 38. Nice goal.
They're going to count
Nice
it.
goal.
And Sully making a save. Sully came in for the third period, get some playing time, which was awesome. But look at this. Jesse DeMays played awesome. I mean, that throw over there, he doesn't actually connect, but he's able to scoop the ball. They keep the possession and a pass over to Blaine. And you just see Air Blaine painting the corners. Must have been a thing. I'm guessing Jesse DeMays was giving painting lessons in the locker room.
Red shoes. Look at him. He's flying. Look at that.
All right.
Veteran Brandon Davis has been on fire so far at the beginning of this year. And here you see, even after the little disturbance, so just great play. Nice hard check, clean check coming through the middle. Catches him, knocks him down. Nice defensive play by the Eels.
It's a pretty good hit, though, coming through the center. Make you think twice next time.
They're not just giving it. Whoa.
Oh, my goodness.
The snowman. Oh, head down. Scott Wheeler. And Geddes.
And here we see Wheeler again. What a pickup he has been. He's a Team USA
Oh,
coach.
what the great
Oh,
use
my
of a
goodness.
See
screen.
how he got hooked up with the Yetis. Thank you, Ryan Wheeler, for coming.
So he had. Let's see. Here's
You know, I
Neil.
spent a little time in Troy. Good town.
Yes.
Wow.
You know where we go for wing?
Looks very similar to the last one.
Oh. Sully with the big save.
A lot of bodies here.
Complicated stuff, and there goes a body.
There was definitely some big hits in the
we've
game.
got a-
I hope he didn't hurt his
Heel
knee.
down.
Some a little cleaner than
Yeah.
others, but nobody wanted to see anybody get hurt, and it is super important the league is doing what they do because that's what they care about.
Oh, my.
Wheels.
Wheelie, wheelie, wheelie. Popping wheelies.
Yeah, the Yeti got to be definitely happy with their performance. They came in, they were able to score a ton of goals, which was a huge question going into this year because they did lose some pieces, and some of those pieces being the goal scorers. But I mean, Blaine was doing what Blaine does, making highlights, getting highlight
another
goals,
look at a
and
highlight.
the pieces they brought in just
Came up
look
just short.
amazing.
Great save.
And yeah, here you see somebody trying to fight Neil. Neil did
Uh-oh.
not really give a shot to
You're
the
gonna try to
goalie, but if
fight
the goalie
Neil?
is out, he is in play. Yeti newcomers are looking amazing. The Yeti veterans, you got guys like Jimmy Fay helping the
Great
guys
check
like
by Jimmy
McDonald
Fay.
making those little swing checks. And you
And
see
we
here
got
we
more
get
fighting.
one more
that's the
little
game.
skirmish.
That's the
another
game.
one that stayed fairly under control. You see,
Whoa.
he did try to disengage. He was pulled back on top of him.
Action-packed Friday evening here at the Utica University Nexus Center.
That was an interesting one for sure.
Gone. We're going forward, baby. You know, like you said, Beecher, you know, some of these goals, you know, what I'm stoked about is you were able to capture all of them. Woohoo! You almost missed one because the cross check was getting a little prime time action, but in regards to you did catch it on the backside camera, so that was pretty cool. But that's it. What a great night! You know, a great day. The kids there, they had an incredible time. We were able to give a stick away. Mark Murphy donated a complete stick that he had tie-dyed and or not tie-dyed, but that he had dyed and murphed it up. And MEM Photography donated a stick, and each kid got a lottery ticket that participated, and we were able to give a stick away from Mark. So that definitely pumped the boys up. Pretty awesome game for those that were there live because, you know, the towels were out. They you know, they were able to wave them because of the offensive onslaught that we found. You know, earlier we talked about you know, a couple new guys that came through the ranks. We knew about them. We waited for them, and when everything was perfect for them, you know, we talked to them, and they wanted to play with us. So very excited to have them on our team because, as you could see, they gelled well with our guys. It was nice. It was something to see the guys. You know what we seen last year. At the end of the year, all of a sudden we're playing again. So, yeah, I'm rambling on, and in regards to watching video, and you know, Wheeler, incredible. I think he was 4-3 on the night, or 4-4 on the night, and Neil Paulus coming through. There's one where Ryan, I think, thinks he is getting the pass, but he missed the pass, and Neil's behind him and just quick sticks it through. It was incredible. Blaine Stotler catching that one in midair and letting it fly behind his back, no look, and great effects on the. You see the net move. You guys did a great job on the camera work. Awesome job, and it definitely it helped us out, because without it, Greg, we're probably sitting a lot more people.
Yeah, no, it's because when it happens and it's tough for the refs because it's all happening right there. You just know who was involved and okay, this guy was definitely involved. This guy was involved, and you don't really get that. So I was glad that we were able to do that. But what I was more excited about, and we talked about it a little bit, is like, those kind of plays right there, just the hard drive, the big shot, the save, getting to catch Irizarry. He beats him on that one, but then you see Kraz make the save later. But how about Blaine with that goal? I'm gonna crop that in here while we're talking.
Well, Blaine had one. How about Gail with the behind the back down to Neil? Neil, I think he maybe just jabs the bottom of his stick, or he just gives one little motion, and the goalie, he only bit, he flinched, but Neil was able off that flinch to jam that thing past him. But it was some great setups. The guys have been working hard.
How about that Wheeler though? Where did he come from? How did you guys end up with Wheeler on your team? I gotta hear this.
Well, we were very lucky. One thing with Team USA is they're bringing incredible people into the Utica area. Coach, he's a Coach Cap. She has Tony is her one of her assistant coaches, and as is Ryan Wheeler. He's one of the assistant coaches, and he ran with us the night before. We went into they had their open tryouts, and he came and he ran with us, and he felt that things were right. He's from Manhattan, so there's a huge commitment. Him and Ben Shively, they're both from the Manhattan area, so there's quite a bit of a long ride right there, but they said they're in. So we got some instant. He practiced with us, so he got some instant taste back
Here's
then.
That Paulus goal. So that, like you're saying, Neil catches it behind
right there.
Chris
He
Ryan.
misses it, and Neil just buries it. That one right there. Yeah, that was sweet. Jesse DeMays, I think, coming up here, gets blasted in the head. Bang, right there. Bang.
Gives the pass though. Jesse DeMays, what a good game he had. Wow, did he gel well?
Absolutely. It definitely. He got woken up by getting boarded, but thank God he was safe or okay. Came out of it and just he painted it, man. The painter. Bobby named him the painter. Bang.
Here's that flinch from.
He's not a plumber. He's a painter, dude. You got some great captions going on the reels there. That's awesome stuff.
Yeah, Hutch and Bob are great.
Hutch and Bob are awesome, man.
Right there. I mean, did you see the defense knocking down? Your defense played.
Yeah,
and of course I say
right there, and that's not what we're about. We'll definitely talk about that on our meet tomorrow. We're right there.
Yeah,
that one hurt. Thank goodness he walks away. Everybody walks away, no harm, no foul. But you want to know what? You guys lit his fire in regards to wanting to focus, and he was focused.
My favorite, yeah. No, the whole team played great. I mean, it was really, like you said, the gel, the way that the veterans just gelled with the new guys. I mean, it was pretty impressive. And here, Crosby, there's another moment of him just making a huge save. But right here's a great one. You're going to see it. They work it around. And wow, did everybody? It's hard to tell that this is their first time playing. Look at the screen he gets set. He runs down behind the back to Paulus, who there's that little half a step over just to draw the goalie off the pipe and
just to get him off the pipe. I mean, and he probably didn't even get his leg off the pipe. His knee just probably twisted a ball width apart. That's good stuff. Great stuff.
And like right there, hip height, perfect goal, just under Sully's arm. That was a nice shot. There was there was a lot of beautiful goals here, and I mean, you get a couple. There's a lot of hard work plays, but
Boom,
right there, yeah,
laser, smoked it. Just painted that corner. Snap.
that's right, because he's a painter.
Boom. He's a painter. He is no joke.
Yeah,
Yes.
he looked great.
Airblane, Schuldenheim, Stotler. Boom, right there. That's the move. That's definitely turkey joints. Boom.
That's the
Nora's
turkey joint.
Candy Shop.
All right.
I can't thank them enough. Nora's Candy Shop. I think they're working overtime this week with all the sweetness these guys put out there, man. Look at that. Snap, Mr. Wheeler. How you doing? Here comes Red Shoes. Oh yeah, what you got?
That
What
no
do I
look
got?
pass.
I got a Neil Paulus to Justin. There it is, back of the net, Warner. And,
The-
and there's cross check. There he goes. He was a handsome guy that day. Handsome guy. He did a great job. Him and the ball boys did an awesome job.
How
Getting
about
those
Andrew Davey? He takes the. Let's go back there for a second. You watch him soak
soak
this
it.
one.
He took some soakers, man. You know, there's a great team player right there.
Right off the leg.
PBLA member of the Bombers. You know, there's a lot of talent on this floor. There's a lot of talent. I'm excited, very excited. That's not who we are. That's not way not what the league is. You know, this league is about integrity. This league is about getting great players playing. You know, we got PBL, we got professionals out there. We got NLL professionals out there. We got Hall of Famers out there. We got guys that are dreaming of wanting to someday maybe be in the Hall of Fame. You want to know what this is? This is, you know, it's, you know, I ain't tooting no horns. I'm going to make sure these guys, because of these guys that are on the field, I have the opportunity to, you know, been lucky enough to find some great sponsors that allows us to play in, you know, a world-class facility.
All right, we got to talk.
Very, very proud of that. Very proud of that.
Absolutely amazing. Let's talk about Snowman coming back, though.
Oh, what about the Snowman? Dude, you want about how about the breakouts? Just powered through them. Boom. You know, he's been playing with Newtown, so the stars the stars aligned. There's nothing bad about that. Stars do align. So we were very lucky with that.
Here comes another one. Yeah, he's in shape, man. He's looking good out there.
He's looking good. He's looking good.
And how about Geddes and him just hooking up right off the bat? Geddes, what a game. Very yeah. And then I watched him play. He's playing for the Arrows.
Yep.
I don't know who this kid was, but that was a sweet goal. I mean, that's what I mean. Just the diving ability. You see him, he just barely holds his toes. We're going to rewatch this one, but defense tries to shove him down. He tiptoes right across the front of the crease, knows when he's about to touch it, and boom, what a goal. Was that 38?
Yeah, I mean, the Eels are definitely they got talent on that team. You know, there's no shame on them. Our guys, we were fired up for this one, man. This is a home opener after we got our asses kicked, pardon my French, at our own little tournament there. You know,
well, I talked about that at the beginning
we
of
knew we had some adjustments to make. We found some adjustments. We found some great teammates. That's the cool thing, and you know, everybody is all in, man. We're all in. We want to go back to wherever they deem the championship. We got a taste of it last year.
Let's talk about Brandon Davis, though, because what has he done in
Righty?
the offseason?
Look
at Righty Davis. I'm sorry. Let's talk about Righty Davis.
Righty Davis. He's a lefty. You see that? Remember that, people. He's a lefty. He's coming at you from the left side and the right side. 1, 2, 1, 2. You're toothless.
Yeah. No, Davis is looking great this year. He's looking like he's in shape. Davies looking amazing. And Wheeler, we've talked about him already. Wow, does he look great. And it's great to see how fast these guys were working together and really, you know, knowing where each other was going to be.
It's nice when everybody, the plans come together. We're talking.
All right. Let's, now we got to start talking, though. So we know what you've done for the last week. What do we got going on this week?
What we got going on this week? We're heading up north. We're going up north to town of Alexandria, to the Thousand Islands, Alexandria Bay Rec Center, and we're taking on the Spirits.
All right, stop talking. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hello, Yeti Nation.
Yeti Nation, how you doing out there, people? Beecher, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, man. Wow, was that not one of the most exciting lacrosse games you've ever seen?
Wow. It's been a great weekend. It was a great weekend. It's been a great start of the week. The weather's been awesome. We've had some opportunity to do a lot of video work and get a lot of video time in, and excited and ready to go on to the next game. Boom.
Absolutely. But real quick, we got to go check out the Yeti sponsors. We'll be right back.
Hello, Yeti Nation. 2023 is here. Get down to the Bag Square Brewing Company, downtown Utica. Bay Farms, where's the beef at? Contact Jimmy Faye. Family Landscaping, make your neighbors green with envy. Contact Russ. The Black River Ale House, where the Romans go. Dura Products, who's got the pipe? Jimmy Faye's got the pipe. Contact Jimmy Faye for irrigation, drainage, pool, and spa. You building a new house, contact Jimmy Faye. He's got your stuff. The B-Dry system. Your basement's wet? Get a hold of B-Dry. Believe in 271. Nobody fights alone. Eric Kiefer, LUTCF, your local representative. George Kaler, Sales and Service. Liberty Affordable Housing. Rome Sign and Display Company. Nice Scoba. The men and women in blue, thank you for what you do. Robert Dix Insurance Agency. Contact Bobby Dix. Tri-City Lacrosse. 40 years of summer fun. Master Vito Hyundai. Contact the sales force. CRM Rental Management. The Clinton Tractor and Implement Company. Contact the Caledona family. Hello, Yeti Nation.
Huge shout out to the sponsors. And actually, I didn't even know if you noticed, Paul, but I was so impressed that Master Vito made their own graphic for it that I always leave them up there. But I mean, huge shout out to all the sponsors. But if anybody's wondering why Master Vito gets a special treatment, it's because they are the only place I've seen that makes the specific Yeti graphic. Anybody else who makes a specific one, I'm actually debating if we're going to paste that over the live streams. I like that. That makes us look like real professional.
You know, they're great people down there. People that want to find a car, get down there, Master Vito Hyundai, and tell them the Yeti sent you, because you know they are good people. I actually they didn't even know that my wife and my daughter bought a car through them, and they don't even know it. But you know, that's, you know, they're all about the local community and great people to do business with. So get down there, peeps.
And that's all you want. Everybody wants what you trust. Oh, I tried to move their background, and instead I just got rid of them. I was like, you know what? We'll take care of that. No problem. So there we go. Now we're bringing her
Cool.
back.
Yeah. As far as great things, they did a great heart run walk thing over Accelerate Sports this past weekend, and raised some money for the heart awareness. So, you know, what they do for the community is huge. Just like a lot of our other sponsors as well.
That is such a big thing.
Can't say enough.
Yeah,
Can't say enough.
You have great sponsors. Everybody's always willing to help out, and the after party with the Yeti is definitely one of our favorite things. I know our kids, we love going to it. Bag Square. If you've never been to Bag Square, it might sound like it's just a brewery or a pub because of all the beer options, and they do have a huge selection. But what you're missing is they've got a whole like game room set up in the background. That's you know, my daughter loves it. You got Connect Four, you've got the cornhole, you got Jenga is her favorite actually because you've got the huge Jenga blocks. It really is a nice, you know, it's a good time. You go hang out, you get a good burger. There's all kinds of great food.
Great burger. I'm gonna go on the market. They are in my top 5 of maybe even top 3 of burgers in the Utica market with that bacon jam they put on there. It's delicious. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, well, the kids were nervous about bacon jam because they were like, that doesn't sound good at all. And then they tried bacon jam and they were like, oh, I see what you're talking about here. This is amazing.
That is a incredible burger. And once again, they are a German food based. You know, you want spitzels, they got the spitzels. They got the pretzel rods. They got an incredible selection of food, and they also have an American. They have chicken wings now too. So if you're a chicken wing lover, you get down there and have some chicken wings before the game, after the game. We're down there after the game, so stop down and take a look at us, and maybe we'll even get you a picture. And that is not cross check. I heard is possibly coming back out to brew. So we'll see if we have our beer again for the end of the year. That'd be nice.
Yeah, absolutely. So you ended up with some, getting some guys back. Al Snow made his return to the Yeti, epic return to the Yeti, and wow, did he
Epic.
come back in shape and ready to go. And how about, and it's MacDonald. I talked to his parents. Everybody calls this poor kid McDonald. His last name is MacDonald.
Well, that's probably because they heard Necker saying, and that's why it stuck, because Necker doesn't know what he's saying, for goodness gracious.
I tried, yeah, I told her I
do
was.
apologize. Honestly, people, I don't mean it. I'm sure I was diagnosed at one point in time, but as far as that was so long ago, I just go with it now, and it's my bad.
It's amazing. But how about that kid? So you've got this young kid getting to play with all these legends. Yeah, you guys did some roster tinkering. You guys have a lot of talent. I mean, your left side is absolutely full, but your right side's looking good. I mean, wow, Miller. We got to talk about him a little bit. We talked about him a little bit earlier, but so he is a coach for Team USA. He's an assistant coach for the female team, and that's how you guys got hooked up with him.
Yes. He came up, spent the night before, and went to our practice. We had a cool practice. It was a great practice down at the Nexus Center at the Master Vito Field Arena, and he was able to. He's like, "Coach, you mind if I jump in?" I'm like, "Absolutely, brother." And not for nothing. If you're interested, we still got a couple slots left. And he's like, "We'll see what happens." It was a great practice. It was a great practice.
That's you guys though. You're contagious. Everybody wants to, once you get to be a part of it. And I mean, how cool is that? So you guys got your own locker room. Everybody gets to leave their stuff there. You got the banner hung up, and yeah, you guys you kind of got smacked in the mouth at the battle on the barge, but you guys kind of said you expected it, and you were working through some pieces, so it wasn't it wasn't the outcome you wanted, but it wasn't a big surprise that you guys didn't come out playing that great.
Yeah, it was a point of we knew we had some guys that we had talked to earlier on, and that they were working through things, and sure enough, we got worked through those things, and they were able to get themselves ready to rock and roll, get on the roster, and produced. And very elated to the funnier thing is, I don't know if you can see, I'll go the other way. That there's a Rochester Rattlers jersey. I don't know if I showed it before on one of my other programs, but behind my shoulder here, other shoulder, this shoulder over here, there's a Rochester Rattlers. And if you take a look on the back of that jersey, it says Thorpe. I'm a huge Reggie Thorpe fan from years gone by, because you want to know where he first went to college after high school? He went to Herkimer, and that was one of the places I was possibly going to go. But I wish I did, and I didn't. But that's a different story, different time. But yeah, we got his son anyhow, and I couldn't be more elated to have Gail Thorpe running with us. He brings a whole different dimension of offense, and it was great to see everybody click. Chris Ryan was clicking, Neil Paulus was clicking, the whole left side was clicking, and then the right side was clicking. Jesse DeMays was coming off of picks wide open. The guys were setting picks. Everybody was doing
well. And when Kosi came out, when Kosi came out and scored that opener, it just kind of lit everybody on fire. It was like, okay, boys, here we go. And yeah, that was a huge goal. Love seeing Dave get that first goal. But I love this face. This is priceless. He is just feeling life right there.
He the kid, you want to what? I hope he continues with that fire, because he's got a lot of potential in his game.
And there's those ruby red slippers.
There's red.
I threw I had to throw the picture of Mark and Melissa up. Mark takes all the photos for us, and we don't always give Mark enough credit, but the photos are absolutely gorgeous.
They're absolutely money. And also a thank you to Murph. We had a youth program play beforehand, and at the end, we got together, and Murph was kind enough to donate a complete stick, strung and dyed, and ready to rock and roll. And a young lad from VVS won the stick donated by MEM Photography. So I want to say, Mark, and Melissa, because I know she does some dyeing. I have another stick that we got for them, and after we're going to have something similar at the next home game. So, the MEM Photography, get your shots. Mark Murphy, he'll get those shots for you. He will be up there this weekend taking photos, so I'm excited with that as well. So it's all good. It's all good, as far as next game. Next man up, next game. That's why we have, if you take a look at that roster there, there's probably 29 guys on that line right there. I don't think we had 30 on the line, but I think there was 29, and that's why we got a roster of 29 guys, 30 guys. Is injuries, bugs, weddings, babies. You
Work,
don't know what
life.
life is going to throw on, and you know what? It's good to know that we have a talent pool of players that can fill in where they need to.
Well, and the
So
big
I'm
thing
excited.
is we will have the Crafty Beach back now, so I will not be operating the camera, and we will probably, hopefully, have some Yeti shirts there. And I believe, so good news, I ordered a bunch of screen printed vinyl ones. We're going to give it a try out there. We ordered 10. We figured we're going to give away a couple of them to some kids. We're going to have a little t-shirt toss at your
Awesome.
next home game. We won't have it obviously for this one because we're going out to Jobson's, and that would not be a very polite thing to do. We might have a
Well,
giveaway if it comes early enough.
I may throw a little salt on the pepper, or pepper on the salt, or salt and pepper. But anyhow, and throw some towels out there. It's going to be a sweatshop versus the Igloo. There ain't no question about that.
It is. That is something I'm actually concerned about. We might need another fan for the computer. I didn't even think about that till you just said it. Hopefully it's
Yeah.
not too bad. Look at that Crosscheck hanging out with the
Well,
babies. Getting
it's not supposed to
popcorn.
be. The weather forecast has changed a little bit. It's not supposed to be in the. There it is, right there. That was the young lad with that won the stick, and it was a great event beforehand. The kids had a blast, and I had a blast. That's what it's all about, right there. Are those kids future Yeti? Is that right there because of being there and watching that game and watching all those great goals? He had a smile bigger than his blue eyes were blowing up, and you want to know what? It was awesome. I'm too emotional and I get flustered and I start tears fly. I love that stuff. That's
No,
what it's about.
it was amazing.
And these kids, they love it. The fans love it. It was unfortunate. Carry on. Game on.
Yeah. So I mean, I loved getting to watch the kids' games ahead of time, to see the second time the kids got out there in the first series, but then to watch these guys out there. You had a bunch of guys that you could tell want to stick with it. You had more kids signing up at Tri-City. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go with the
Well,
youth
you
program.
said that tonight. I was flying to get home tonight. I was flying to get home. Like, oh my gosh. I left the field. We had 10 kids showed up for 3 girls. Actually, one of the girls that showed up tonight was on the she tried out on the Team USA. So, there is interest. I don't think anything that transpired did anything negative. It definitely put some it opened eyes, and we're going to be positive. We're going to take negatives and we're going to make them positives, because that's what we do. And you want to know what? There's going to be some great lacrosse to be watched and taught throughout this rest of the season. And I'm excited. I can't be more excited because look behind me. I mean, I got Beecher, I got Blue Squatch, I got the Yeti. I'm elated. Can't say enough, Beecher. It's been a good year. We travel up on Friday to play Alexandria Bay, the Spirits, Thousand Island Spirits. We're on a 3-game road trip, and it's going to be good to get away, and it's going to be even greater to come home to wrap up the season. So we're gonna do what we got to do while we're on the road, and play some awesome lacrosse. I can't hear you though. Is it me?
It's me. I was coughing and drinking, so I muted
Oh,
myself and I forgot to unmute. Thankfully, you said it right away instead of giving me a couple minutes to kind of
yeah.
go on my own. But yeah, no, it's going to be a tough road trip though. I mean, so you've got the Spirits this weekend. They have had a couple of tough battles with the Riverhawks, and they've played that Paper City team, which is a super talented team out of Massachusetts. It's a huge weekend for your division again. Did you guys do that intentionally, where both like your whole division plays every night that you play? So on the same night that you guys are playing, Onondaga is going to be home playing the Riverhawks.
Yeah. Well, yeah, honestly, think about what everybody does. The amount of, between practices since we've been practicing, when did those start? April. It's a long season. It's a very short season. It's a long lead up to the season. And, it's nice, being summers that Friday night after you're done with your game Friday night, you don't have to, unless you have a doubleheader. We do have one doubleheader this year. You don't have to rush the rest of the weekend. You get home Friday night after the game. You can sleep in, maybe if you're lucky and you don't have kids, blah blah blah, or or you're able to go to work and come back and play another game that next night. It's a great division that we have. Competition obviously is there all the way around.
It's
The barns that we play, in, honestly, all of them have their own unique personality to them. I
They
love
do.
Oswego.
You've got Oswego. The problem I have, honestly, and it's a selfish problem, is we get so spoiled playing at the Nexus and then playing
Oh yeah,
at Onondaga. Playing at the Onondaga Nations Arena. Those two places are amazing. And then it kind of, then you go to the Concrete, which is Oswego, which is a totally different brand. You're playing the hot. It's a more real traditional style of what box lacrosse was originally, where you're on the cement. It's just a hockey rink. There's no air conditioning. You're getting after it. And I tell you, that benefits their team. They've got a young team that can kind of handle that hot running as fast and hard as you can. I would not want to go into that barn and play that team. I can tell you, I think they have got a ton of talent, and with the temperatures you get
they
out
got them
there.
listed. NABLL's got them up at number 3 right now. Props to them.
Yeah, well,
In regards to they've done what they've had to do. They've done a great job doing it. You know what? Nothing's given, man. Nothing's given. This is the upstate in regards to next game up. Tony said it a couple of years ago. Every game is a playoff game. Essentially, every game you're playing is because you
well,
want to have a home
what,
field advantage. I
just
know
look
I
at it
do.
though, coming this way. So you look at it, you played the Eels once at home, you're going to play
Yep.
the Eels one more time, and that's it. So every
Yep.
game essentially is, if when you're playing for home field advantage, you have to win both, because if you win one, then you start going into the goals and everything else, and you
Yeah.
start
Yeah.
losing control of your destiny essentially, as compared to, you win, you're in.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you want to be first or second, obviously, so that you at least get one home playoff game. First and second will host, and then the highest seed after that will host after championship on Sunday. So obviously, us being where we are, I want to host back to back Friday night, Sunday afternoon type. That would be great. Everybody does. That's why we're doing what we're doing. I mean, the competition is there. The players that they're there. The talent is there. It's up and down. It's not just the United States. We got now people. This is truly the NABLL, where it's North America. We got Canadians that are, on our team, and God bless it.
Well, you've got Canadians on your
Oh,
team, and then
Canada.
last night I
Oh,
got to
Canada.
talk to I was talking to a guy from North Carolina. So he's down in
Yep.
Charlotte, and he's talking about they get all these guys that work in the corporate world that go down there. This game's growing like crazy. We saw last year that by no means is just because you come out of the Northeast is it a cakewalk anywhere in the rest of the division,
Oh,
or
absolutely.
the
No.
Nationals, I guess.
Yeah, and nationals. I mean, there's great teams out there. These guys are practicing hard. They're young. It makes a younger team that much better, knowing that they have a opportunity to take their younger guys to the playoffs versus last year. Several teams were depleted because college started. So, there's no college issue this year. It's before they go back to college, which is awesome. That helps the parity of the league. That even enhances the talent that much more at the Nationals. So that's what we're shooting for, man.
I gotta make those stats big though, because that's gotta be exciting for Coach Tony. I wish I had a chance to catch up with him. We didn't this week. But as you're looking at the stats of that game, you had 58 ground balls to 32, 18 caused turnovers to 8, 44 shots. It's exactly like he says. Loose balls leads to shots, or possessions leads to shots, leads to goals. It's his mantra, and then you really see how the stats kind of to laid that out. That was a good game though. I mean, don't let that score fool you. Is right up
the ground
until
balls. Guys were on the ground balls. There were no major breakouts. It was great to see that we've and I'm hoping that it continues right into this weekend. I don't remember, but maybe one or two breakouts that the Eels had on us. Maybe one or two.
They had, yeah, I think so. And actually, Irizarry, he ended up with at least two, and you might have had one other. It was more of a fast break than the breakaway. And then, but yeah,
not bad.
He is
not bad.
he is sneakily
step in
fast
the right
though.
direction.
He's one of those guys that so every league has a couple of guys on their team that you're really looking to score goals, and he's that guy for the Eels. And it's I'm not trying to blow him up too big, but wow, he is so fast and he can shoot from all over the place. So to limit him like you guys did, that was impressive. And Kraz, he was 50% on the breakaways. He stopped one, he got one, and maybe one of these days Bob's will learn how to pronounce Irizarry. It's
You know what? It happens. It happens to the best of us, right? That's
Absolutely.
why we're called not professionals.
That's right.
At least me, anyhow. Dietrich, you're doing a fabulous job, and continue doing what you're doing.
Well, we need to remind everybody that there's a reason Blue Squatch started. It didn't originally start as Blue Squatch. It was, we just had the initial.
Blue Squatch. It was always Blue Squatch. Is what it was. It was nothing but a bunch of Blue Squatch.
A bunch of Blue Squatch, a huge pile of Blue Squatch is what it was. And I tell you, we've taken this huge pile of Blue Squatch and shined it right up, and it is looking pretty as we get ready to go. So we will be streaming on Lacrosse TV this weekend. Hopefully, Jobson has just sent me some of the stream numbers.
Oh, you got the streaming numbers are in, huh?
It's a little inconsistent, but either way, we're gonna try to send the stream out through. So we're gonna send it through Lacrosse TV, and then Jobson wants it on his channel, obviously for his home game, and we will. And then we're gonna have a recording that we're gonna drop on the Yeti channel after, because I will be very interested to see how the live stream goes. I hope it goes well. But I wouldn't be completely surprised if we didn't have to drop recordings over everybody's files after, because it might get a little glitchy, but I could be wrong. I think as long as we're on a private network, he's going to go try to get that taken care of tomorrow.
Cool.
Fingers crossed. We'll see. But yeah, I think it'll be impressive. I don't know. He's told me at one point we're getting a scaffold. I don't know if we got a scaffold or not. A lot of unknowns, but what a big weekend this is going to be. Now, what do you I know you're not Coach Tony, but what do you think? What do you say to the guys to not have that huge emotional, because you see it so many times in these contact emotional sports where guys go out and kind of blow their load in the first period. You see it a lot in fights too. Guys will go out in the first round and and then it's over. They get, they go out there and just blah.
They go out there and bukkake. I said that, and I anyhow. Sorry. Yeah. What do you say, fellas? Next game, man. This is what we're all about. This is what it's all about. This is why you came and joined this team. This is what we want to do. This is what our vision is. Play your game. Whatever whoever the pieces are put on the field at the game time, that's what it's all about. Coach will get that figured out. That's why he is or where he is, where he is. Him and Johnny, that's what they do. I get to have the opportunity to get players, find players, talk to players, and you want to know what? We found you guys. Here we are. You want to know what? There's a couple players. I'm not gonna sandbag and blow snot, but you want to know what? God bless them for starting something up north, but they left something good. And we're coming to take the ships and we're going to burn them. That's what we're going to do. We're going up the St. Lawrence. We're coming up the St. Lawrence. They ain't going to see us coming because you want to know what? You ain't got to see us. I'm going to be blowing horns my whole damn way up 81. And you want to know what? Here we go. Game on. Game on.
I cannot wait.
I'm
Jared.
fired up right now. I'm so fired up right now. I can't wait to, I want our guys to do one thing: focus.
Yeah. And that's what I mean is I don't know how you tell the guys to. I know if Crafty Beach was so excited, she said there is no way we're missing this game. I don't care if Jobson finds somebody that's going to stream it. We're going up and just watching it. This is going to be an epic game. I can't wait. It's going to be a battle. You've got so much talent, and especially if both teams are healthy and come with both rosters, which is ultimately at the end of the day what everybody really wants is to see a full roster, amazing lacrosse game. I think lacrosse TV is in for a treat. I think the world's in for a treat. I'm so glad we're going to be able to catch it. And yeah we've done 50 minutes already talking about this. It's exciting.
It's great stuff. I'm excited, because of the growth of the game. And I know both teams are talented. All four teams are talented, but talking about our game, two teams very talented. Very excited to see what they have. I'm very excited to put on the floor what we have. And
here's another thing that people might not be paying attention to. So if we look at the Utica Yeti last game here, what do we see? 25 goals. And now if I go up here and I look up to just above where that Yeti is, and I see the Spirits 28 goals. So I mean we're talking potentially
both teams can score. There's
no question. 50 goal game. I mean, what are you doing?
They're our guys aren't at practice per se. We're doing Google Meets. They're talking. They're putting the time in outside. Whether they live in Syracuse, whether they live in Manhattan, whether they live in Albany, wherever they live, they're playing. And now being able to, with technology, and thank you very much.
Coach Tony just told me he's going to normalize 60 goals in this league a game with offense. You're going to see the Yeti putting up 25, 30. And honestly, that's what people want to see, though. When you talk entertaining.
A shot a minute. That's what you want to have. Now, basically, that means we should have 60 goals. If we have a perfect game, that's exactly what he's saying. If we have a perfect game going based off of 60 shots, that's 60 goals. Now we can work, let's go 30% or 50%. 50% puts us at 30 goals. That's pretty nice, huh? Now let's keep everybody, like Jobson's been saying and saying loudly, stop us. Well, I know our goals against us. It's not too bad. I would say that we've done pretty good keeping teams away from the goal crease. In regards to 12 and 13 goals, and then 7 goals. I'll say that's pretty good defense, and that's pretty good. Some pretty good goalkeeping.
Well, you can see Crosby. Oh, I didn't have it scroll down quite far enough. So you see Crosby actually has he's on the leaderboard when it comes to save percentage.
Sure, and you want to know he's splitting time. Sully's been in there.
And Sully was in there.
The cool thing is, Sully came in and took the fourth quarter in the last game. So, there's a lot of shots that, to say these other guys are getting full games. That's what the cool thing about team is. We're going to make sure that everybody gets some playing time, and we're going to put our boys out there to play.
So, did you happen to see the Ohio team beat the Grand Rapids Grizzlies team? Yeah, and I know that Grand Rapids team's a beast, so props to them. You always wonder when you see the guys on the leaderboard, is it can go either way. You can have your situation with like Rochester, where the Nighthawks ran into, where you rely too heavily on those goals. That guy to get 20 goals, 10 goals a night or whatever. If you need a guy to get a sock trick plus a night, it's tough. But if you have a whole team that can put up numbers like that, where you see the other teams, it's more of a consistent group.
Take a look at the assists on the Yeti. If you go down the Yeti roster on assists and everything, it's pretty impressive. 3, 4, 4, 4, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, and it's like, that means we're sharing the ball. That's a good feature. Everybody's still gelling. We started out great, and we're going to continue the growth, whether it's whether it's home or whether it's away. It's good stuff.
How do we get the Yeti stats where we can see the whole team stats?
That's a great question. I don't know how you do that. Everything's individual.
Yeah,
That's,
because you got
yeah.
like if you go into the league and you look at the leaderboards, that is nice. But it would be nice if we could just look at. Oh, so
Yeah,
you can
you're
break it.
you're asking me. You seriously just asked me how to do that.
Well,
Yeah, let me just put
I
that
mean,
out
Paul,
there.
you just happen to be the smartest guy I know when it comes to it. So actually, you see, Kiefer's your leader with 4 assists for the
But right
Yeti.
underneath, I know I seen it the other day. I think there was 4 or 5 more Yeti that had 3 assists, if not more. So,
It,
as far as sharing the ball is huge. There's not 2 assists per goal. It's only 1 per assist or 1 assist per goal. So, it's honest. Quick touches, great stuff. Exciting, fast paced, interesting at times, and definitely worth the watch, whether it's on streaming or if you're able to get to a game live. Uh, the growth is immense.
live is the best way to watch it. There's
It
nothing
clearly is.
compares to.
To hear the fans and whether they're cheering for the home team or cheering against the away team, when you're in the arena, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I know, especially going from the odd into the Nexus University, Utica University Nexus Center. I call it the Igloo. Going into there, I'm enjoying the fact that it's a lot closer. The odd was awesome. We'll find something to replace that horn, but to have everybody as close as they are, that's pretty cool.
Well, it's
They're
pretty
right
cool,
on
but
top of the action.
here's something I noticed earlier too, though. So when you look at how the Yeti season started compared to how the Spirit season started, they lost their first 2 games. They've come back. They were able to win their next 2. You guys are getting ready to go into that. Now we're into regular season play. You only get 2 runs against them. This is a huge game for the season. I can't wait. Everybody is super excited. It's,
Oh, I'm sure
can we?
they'll have their home roster. For the most part, everybody has a home roster. Everybody has an away roster. In regards to a degree. I mean, there's some guys that that's just the way their schedule worked out, and that's the way it works, and that's the way it is. As far as nothing you can do about it, and traveling is part of it, and hopefully we travel well because it's good stuff.
We got the Crafty Beach in the comment. She's ready to go. I'm trying to click the heart on the screen, and I was wondering why it wouldn't pop up. I was like,
Uh-huh.
I was clicking it on
Yeah.
the wrong thing. I get a little confused
I'm fired up.
sometimes.
I'm excited. We're going against a team of former players. And I wish them great success with their starting their new endeavor, and that's
Well,
awesome.
it's not just a team of
And
former players. You're getting to see a very similarly talented roster as far as you're not seeing a young team. You've got a wide variety of guys that there's definitely the rivalry. You played with a couple of the guys. You definitely want to be able to beat those guys because of that. But the other thing is they have put together a very, very talented roster that
absolutely,
like the
absolutely.
Yeti though is very deep, and you've got some
Hey, when
mature
you're when
players.
you
You've
when you're
got
a car salesman, and you are able to talk a talk, well, there you go. Sweat it out, boys. That's okay. It'll be all right. Sweat it out.
It'll be all
It's
right.
all
I
good.
love it.
It's all good. And I know, and props because I love they got it going, but
How
sweat it out.
how awesome was that? How awesome was that when we first went up there and there were 70 kids on the floor up there though?
Good stuff. It's great, and you want to know what props? They're doing it right. The kids want to see it. They love the action. As long as we're showing them what we all have, and that's what we're doing. It's great stuff. It's professional stuff. There's professional players playing on that floor.
No
What
doubt.
more there's no more they and these aren't I say professionals. They've played professional. They're playing for the love of the game at this juncture. And they pay to play. Every one of these players that no matter what team you're on, you've paid to play, and it's because you love to play this game. And each team has put together some great players, some incredible rosters, incredible venues, and it's growing. The fan bases. That's what I love about our fan, the way we do it with the home and homes. We create a fan base. That's what I love. Not that the other people where you're traveling, 3 teams go to one place for the weekend, then they go to the other
Well,
place for another
everybody
weekend.
ultimately wants that, though. Everybody wants the home and homes. It's just while you're building it, you're building your kids up, you're building the fan base, because you got to get the players that have played for the team. You got to get everybody talking. You got to show people what you're about. So getting to talk to that guy down in Charlotte, he's, obviously they want that. They've got a small practice facility they play at, so they don't even get to practice clearing until they
Yeah.
get to whatever event.
And we've all been there. I was at our first year, our first
Rome
practice,
with the
we walk
Nets.
into
The
Clinton
first
Arena. We walk into Clinton Arena and there's mud puddles on concrete. You want to know what they're not mud puddles, but water puddles. You want to know what water puddles on concrete's like? And then trying to watch these guys dance around these water puddles, so that we can practice. And all of a sudden, one hits it, and watching them, they're 6 feet in the air and their toes are touching the rafters. It's like, oh dear Lord. Yeah, we've all been there. In regards to it takes a lot of hard work. Every one of these general managers, and their associates have done an incredible job getting to where they all are. It is not easy. It helps when you have people that believe in what you're doing, and once they see that every one of these general managers, they all have the passion I have. I watched, those guys down south. They have the same passion I have. It's just they're up here, or I'm up here. They're down there. It's
transplants from everywhere. All right, now we've hit the hour mark. Let's say goodbye. We'll close out. We'll listen to the sponsors one more time, and then we'll be out of here.
Keep your eyes open. We do exist, baby. Coming up 81. Here we go. Hello, Yeti Nation. 2023 is here. Get down to the Bag Square Brewing Company, downtown Utica. Fay Farms. Where's the beef at? Contact Jimmy Fay. Family Landscaping. Make your neighbors green with envy. Contact Russ. The Black River Ale House. Where the Romans go. Dura Products. Who's got the pipe? Jimmy Fay's got the pipe. Contact Jimmy Fay for irrigation, drainage, pool, and spa. You building a new house? Contact Jimmy Fay. He's got your stuff. The B-Dry System. Your basement's wet? Get a hold of B-Dry. Believe in 271. Nobody fights alone. Eric Kiefer, LUTCF. Your local representative. George Kaler, Sales and Service. Liberty Affordable Housing. Rome Sign and Display Company. Nice Scoba. The men and women in blue, thank you for what you do. Robert Dix Insurance Agency. Contact Bobby Dix. Tri-City Lacrosse. 40 years of summer fun. Master Vito Hyundai. Contact the sales force. CRM Rental Management. The Clinton Tractor and Implement Company. Contact the Caledona family. Hello, Yeti Nation. 2023 is here. Get down to the Bag Square Brewing Company, downtown Utica. Fay Farms. Where's the beef at?